Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the Dreaded Rose Report. I hope everybody had a great new year. It's going to be better further into the year. All right, for those wondering, Sting's not expected to be a surprise entrance in the 2015 Royal Rumble, so don't get excited. Last word is the Sting is scheduled to face Triple H at WrestleMania 31, so we should, know soon if those plans have changed or not, because they got to start building here. Only got about 3 months. They usually start right at the first of the year. And on a related note, WWE's been planning on bringing back the Authority for some time now. The decision was made to bring them back, sooner than it was even last week. But they said it's not a reaction to the ratings, though, because the ratings it kind of went down a little. But they think the Authority can bring them back up. Hey, it might. And Sheamus noted on Twitter he's heading back to the U.S. This weekend. He's been at home in Ireland for the holidays while recovering from surgery that he had towards the end of November. Still no word yet on what kind of surgery he had, though, but the storyline at that time was that he was suffered a, catch all this, a left cervical neoplasia, it's a stinger in the arm, and bone spurring, which is, little, I don't want to get, well, if you ever had a spur on the bottom of your foot or something like that, it's painful, a little bone sticking out to a point. And anyway, he also had narrowing of the spinal canal, that's spinal stenosis, and narrowing of the nerve canals, neuroformalia, along with the nerve compression on his neck. Whew. I'd just about in a wheelchair after all that. Anyway, there's some speculation at the WWE that Sheamus is going to be returning to work as a heel for WrestleMania 31. Probably don't have enough, well, they got enough good guys, I guess, and need some heels. All right, noted a new season of Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge on CMT will debut this Sunday, last night, with a new season of Total Divas on an E! Network. Of course, there's replays. And there's going to be a pro wrestler named C.J. O'Doyle as one of the contestants on the Steve Austin show. O'Doyle was, he's done some enhancement work, I guess, for WWE NXT as Casey Marion, and worked at least one match as the masked member of the TNA's Aces and Eights in 2012, which I think I might have even done that myself. Everybody did. For what it's worth, WWE has plans for Naomi to eventually become a heel when they first begin the current storyline with Naomi, Jimmy Uso, and Miz. No word yet if that's still going to happen. There's talk within TNA that they may go back to the four-sided ring as a part of Destination America to reboot, but apparently they're not going to change in that direction. That's so funny to announce, well, we're going to change, but no, just to let you know we're not. And advertising for New York City tapings this year, well, not this year, well, this month this year, specifically for lockdown tapings on January 9th, notes that all matches will be held in a six-sided ring, it says. So it appears it's here to stay. And on a related note, there's some speculation that TNA may be done with pay-per-view business. And Lockdown airing on free TV this year, and Lockdown and Bound for Glory is usually TNA's best pay-per-view events. And they could do with the, just going online and do it digital-wise. We'll see. Booker T is auctioning off a pair of ring-worn boots to raise money on eBay. For the Reality of Wrestling school that he has. Bidding starts at $1,000. RVD claims in a recent tweet secret video that he currently has no plans for WWE Royal Rumble, but he says never say never. Never. What? Come here. Come here, I got a friend coming here. Here you go. There you go. He's got his sweater on. He got cold. I think he heard somebody at the door. Go get him. Go get him. Here he comes. Go get him. Anyway, Scott Hall's son, Cody Hall, He's headed to Japan this week to further his career with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Cody tweeted the following: "Leaving for New Japan tomorrow. This has been a dream come true. Thanks to everyone that's helped me. I'm gonna make you proud." Maybe he can take Kevin Nash's son with him. Make Kevin proud. Anyway, Mick Foley, he's going to be busy with his comedy shows during WrestleMania 31 week in the Bay Area. He will have events on March 25th at the Punchline Comedy Club, Sacramento. March 26th at Cobb's Comedy Club, San Francisco. And March 27th at the Improv in San Jose. All shows begin at 8 p.m. He's got to go to bed early. And the French language comedy Queens of the Rings from the WWE studios, now streaming on Netflix in the United States. The movie features cameos from Punk, Miz, Eve Torres. There's still plans to adapt the movie and a film in the American version. Not sure. I read what that was about and then forgot what it was. Anyway, TNA, their local heavyweight champion, their last one, as far as I know, is the last one, turns 38 years old. I guess when they reboot, retool, and everything, still champion, I guess. Might have a new belt. I know they got a new logo and stuff. Anyway, Gail Kim is said to be working with TNA on a pay-per-event basis instead of having a deal signed, according to Wrestling Observer newsletter. She's expected for the New York tapings this week and is committed to the upcoming UK tour. And WWE taped the following matches for NXT episode. It's featuring champion Sami Zayn. It's the return of. So anyway, here's their tapings lineups. Tyler Breeze taking on Chad Gable in Gable's TV debut. Sasha Banks taking on Alyssa Bliss. And NXT Tag Team Champions, the Vaudevillians, taking on Lucha Dragons. Former WWE star Rodney of the Mean Street Posse. Remember them? Whatever happened to all them guys? Joey Abs and stuff. I forgot the other guy's name. He turns 44 years old, while WCW Nitro Girl Kimberly Page turns 45 years old, and Hall of Famer Jimmy Hart, 71, over the weekend. And as noted, WWE is going to be releasing a new Ultimate Warrior DVD. It's called Always Believe. April 14th, that's going to be featuring, it's going to feature the documentary. Anyway, there's a synopsis that they got out and around, preliminary cover. So anyway, it says, following his triumphant return to WWE after 18 years sabbatical, Warrior tragically passed away after, just days after headlining the Hall of Fame at WrestleMania 30. Experienced the full story of how Jim Hellwig went from chiropractic school to becoming a superhero for millions of fans. And by the way, he's born, and some of his family is still just like 30 miles from where we're at. So that's apparently parts unknown. Kurt Angle, like I said, he received, re-signed a TNA, and obviously he's going to be making he's not going to be making a WWE return. Not yet. I don't know how long his contract is, but WWE apparently did not want Angle back as a wrestler. The feeling is that within WWE, once Angle is finally done and retired from wrestling in the ring, he will likely be hired for coaching at NXT. And for what it's worth, Rey Mysterio wrote on Twitter, he will see his fans soon. We'll see. And for how long? I don't know. And Hulk Hogan tweeted the following about working with WWE in 2015. He says, with WWE will be the greatest year for Hulkamania's WWE Universe. Get ready. Hogan is ready for any kind of action, brother. And John Gabrick announced today at the company website of TNA that Jesse Goddard's got a new deal with them, and listed the re-signing talents of Goddard, Kurt Angle, Abyss, and Ethan Carter III. Gabrick says there's going to be more signings coming. WWE SmackDown tapings for tonight. Bray Wyatt taking on Eric Rowan. Man. Ryback taking on Big Show. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro taking on Los Matadors. Dean Ambrose taking on Curtis Axel. Ascension taking on 2 local wrestlers, which is probably from NXT. Usos and R-Truth taking on Stardust, Goldust, and Adam Rose. Usos and R-Truth, yeah. Roman Reigns taking on Rusev. That should be interesting. It's got to be a disqualification on it. WWE's website has a new poll up asking fans how many superstars will Roman Reigns eliminate at this year's Royal Rumble match. Well, with over about 6,000 votes, yeah, 57% have voted that he will break his own record with 13 or more. 20% says, 6 to 11. 9% says 1. And 7% voted between 2 and 5, and 6% voted for tying his own record. We'll see. And while the Bunny's been off TV lately, he will be back soon with the storyline with Adam Rose. Don't worry. They ain't done with that yet. And WWE Hall of Famer Edge tweeted the following after Christian and he worked Monday's Raw with Seth Rollins. Says, many seen this as a big endorsement for Rollins. Well, he said, Rollins said, what a great way to close out the year. The Authority is back. Special thanks to Edge and Christian, excellent host. Adam Copeland, or Edge, said, here's the torch, kid. Don't let it go out. All right, WWE Hall of Famer, you probably heard about this. Jerry Lawler was hospitalized over the weekend for the last several days due to a case of diverticulitis. Okay, what is that? Lawler is expected to be released sometime soon within the next several days. Diverticulitis are small bulging pouches that can form in the lining of your digestive system. They are found most often in the lower part of the large intestines, or colon. Diverticulitis are common, especially after age 40, which he sure is, and seldom cause problems, but they are very painful. And for those wondering, like I said about Sting, they still got him lined up for facing Triple H. He wanted, I think, go after Undertaker, but nobody knows about him. He's up in the air still. Hey, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.